Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Um, if you're coming to Canada, first of all, I want to say big congratulations to you, and I'm really proud of you, and I wish you safe travel as well. And in the meantime, some of you might be wondering what are the questions that I will be asked at the airport by the CBSA officers. CBSA, which means the Canadian Border Services Agency, right? The officers there. So yeah, that's why I've come up with this video because I've also been getting questions from people, and even my last video, someone commented that asked me what questions I was asked at that if the immigration actually asked me a question and all of that. So that's why I came up with this video. So if you are interested, thank you for watching. And also disclaimer, I am not an immigration officer. I am not an immigration agents, and what happened during my case might not be what's going to happen during your case. So I'm just someone who wants to share my personal experience to people so they can also be aware and prepare ahead of time too. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So you're welcome to my channel. Please do also subscribe, and if you are new here, I really hope you get the information you requested for. Also, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for sticking with me, and thank you for coming back. Okay, so today I'm gonna be sharing with you some of the questions that you might be asked at the port of entry, right? Sorry, sorry if I'm looking down. I jotted down some things so I don't go off point. Okay, so first and foremost here, we all know now, like you've gotten your passport normally. If you want to travel, like you can't go anywhere without your passport. Yeah. So like yeah, when I got to the airport, because when I got to the airport, because I landed from Frankfurt, Germany to Toronto. So when I landed Toronto airport, we were directed by there was a lady, right, as we were coming down from the plane. There was a lady that directed us, like, she was just like, if you're a student, you move this way. If you're a permanent resident, you move this way. I think visitors and students were like moving in the same direction. So I was directed to sit somewhere. So I was waiting for other students as well. So the lady was like, okay, they are expecting other students as well to join us. So we stayed there and waited for other students to come. So when the students came in, and we know there was a little crowd, so uh, another guy came in and was like, "Oh, we should all get our letter of acceptance ready." Mind you, before traveling, like make sure you get your letter of acceptance with you, your proof of fund your letter of acceptance, your passport, letter of I think no, those are the main things, So like the guy told us that we should all bring out our letter of acceptance and hold it in hand. So after that, then he told us like we should, form a queue and follow him. So we formed the queue and we all followed into a particular room. So when we got there, and there was also another guy who was like collecting our letter of acceptance, and then we were directed to the machine, right, where you like scan your passport, and I think that's a declaration machine, right? You just you know declare what you brought to Canada, so we did that. Mind you, I filled the arrive can back home, but I don't really think it's that really relevant, because it just saves you some time at the airport, So, but I still filled in my declaration at the airport there with the machine. So after that, we were told to sit. As after the guy has gotten our um, letter of acceptance, we were all told to sit down, and we are called on one after the other. in an orderly manner. So yeah, so at that point, yeah, it was almost my time. Um, yeah, it was almost my time then. Now, obviously, I didn't. There were like three officers that time. There were three officers that day, if I can remember. So like I was the third person, yeah. So the two people that were in front of me were already like with the officers. So I was the third. So I was waiting for the officer to call on me to attend to me. So it got to my turn. Before then, I was already getting used to the questions they were asking some people there, because I can remember clearly there was the girl in front of me. They were asking her, "Oh, what is her what is the name of her school? Like, where is she gonna stay? Like, where is she gonna stay? Proof of the address. That's those kind of things. They're asking her where she's gonna stay, the name of her school. They ask for a tuition deposit as well, like a tuition receipt as well. You know. So at that point, I was already like, you know, checking up my own file, because I had to be prepared as well. I was checking my file at that point. So if I was called on, I'll just give them everything straight up. So, mind you, when you're even traveling, like when you're traveling, make sure you have all these documents inside your backpack, like your carry-on luggage. Don't go and put it inside your food, your food bag or something that's going to be carried with the plane. Like, put it with you in your carry-on, so that in case they ask for anything sharp, you bring it out. You know, you bring it out. So firstly, you have to know your purpose of visit, uh, the name of your school. You have to have your tuition receipt ready, your proof of funds, like your proof of fund, because right now in this country, so you need your proof of fund, and yes, your passport as well. So yeah, back to what I was saying. So you got to my point. I got to my turn. I got there, and the guy, like, I met a really nice guy. Like, the guy didn't really ask much. There was a lady officer. Like, I was like, in my mind, I was like, oh, that's the girl that was the lady I was attending to. That girl I told you that I was mentioning about, the girl that they were asking of her, you know, institution name, those kind of things. So like, I didn't want that lady to attend to me, because I was not ready for all those questions you get. So when it was my turn, the guy called and I went there. So the guy just, I asked him, no, I greeted him rare. So he responded. Then I was like, then he was like, okay, that I should hand over all the documents I have in my hands. So like, I gave him everything that was in my hand that day, including the declaration. Oh, sorry, I didn't mention that. Like, once you've declared your items and everything at the machine there, it will print out a slip, like a slip. So you should also read carefully before answering all the questions on that machine. So no, you will not go and go by yourself, because sorry, you're not gonna mess yourself up at that point, because that is the main point. Because at that point there, like, getting a visa does not guarantee you're going to enter the country. You understand? So you have to be sure, and you have to really, really, really careful. You understand? So that you don't get sent back home at that point. Because if you do if you make any mistake or something like that, you will definitely be sent back to your own country. So the guy collected my documents. He collected everything I was holding. So in that document, mind you, the letter of introduction has already been collected from us, right? So I had my tuition deposit with me. I had my tuition deposit. Then also in my backpack, I had the address of where I was going to be staying. I had my proof of fund, but I didn't add it to that file I was holding at that point that he corrected for me, right? So he got everything from me. And the only question, surprisingly, the only question he asked me was, uh, he has seen that I've paid my, because I paid my semester school fees. I paid semester tuition. So he asked me, he said, okay, where is the rest of the tuition coming from? Like, That was all he asked me. Like, where is the rest of the? He has seen that I've paid some particular amount. That where is the remaining tuition? So I told him that, oh, the remaining amount is in my account. Then that was it. He just, took stuff, wrote something on the declaration receipt, and stamped my passport, and he was like, "You're done." Like, that was all. Like, I was like, eh. So, but I just had to maintain maximum composure. You understand? So after that, I even no, I asked him, I was like, "Okay, I'm done, right?" He said, "Oh yeah, you're done. You can go." And I went to. That was all. That was all. He just asked me, "Where is the?" Because he saw the amount I've paid. I paid a particular amount. So after paying that amount, obviously, it was just like, "Oh, where is the remaining money?" And I told him inside bank account. So like, he didn't even bother to ask, okay, where is the open your app, or show me proof of the bank, whatever. It was just Grace. So like, Grace just followed me that day, you understand? But I was ready because I had my proof of fund with me. I had everything with me. So you must actually plan ahead. I had enough documents to show him if you wanted to request for it. But luckily for me that day, that was the only thing I was asked. I was just asked, where is the rest of the money? So, and that was all. I was not told to prove anything. So that's all. They didn't ask me. He didn't ask me what the other lady asked that girl. He didn't ask me where I was gonna be staying. He didn't ask me uh the name of my school. It just because obviously the name of my school is on the letter of the offer letter. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't mention that you have to have your offer letter with you. So the name of my school already on the offer letter. The program was already there. So he didn't even ask me any of those things. Like, I was actually surprised deep down, but I was like, oh God, you're with me throughout the journey. That's why it's always important to put God first, because I already prayed a lot, before the journey. So yeah, put God first as well. So like, that was basically my process. I so once he stamped my passport, I collected my passport, and boom, I was out. I went straight down. Then I waited for the family that came to pick me up. Then that was it. So that was my process at the port of entry. Like, I was not really drilled that much information. And one thing I'll tell you is that you should always be calm, be relaxed, and be honest. Like, honestly, because there are also people like you. You don't need to be afraid of them because they are doing their job. So if they notice anything like you being scared or frightened or something, they will, like, because they are trained as well. They are really trained. So me, as I got there, sef, like, I was not even jittering, I was not even, shaking at all. That I was just, I kept that straight face. So, and don't go and see more than what you are asked. Like, if they ask you what is the name of your school, you tell them straight, the name of my school is this. Don't go and see the name of my school is this, and I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like, that one you just before you know it, like that now, you just how would I put it now? You just like put yourself in more deep trouble. Like, once they ask you a particular question and you widen the answer, they can pick an offense there and also still ask you another thing. Before you know it, one thing leads to another, one thing leads to another, then boom, you are told to go back to your own country, which is not good. So that's why at that point you should always keep a very straight face. And no, not straight face, sorry, you should always be smiling, because I was smiling as well. So you smile, and you talk to them like you're talking to. You don't need to be afraid of them because they're doing their job, obviously. So just be calm, be relaxed, just be honest. Don't tell any lie, like, because they will find out. If you lie there, they will find out. Like, they will really, really find out. So yeah, that is basically what and how my port of entry went. Like, it was a seamless process right from my flight from Nigeria to, because I left Port Harcourt. I flew Lufthansa airline. I think you guys have seen it on my last video. So I flew Lufthansa airline. So from Lufthansa we landed Frankfurt. So Frankfurt, I had 6 hours layover. So at that point too, there was also a little immigration check, but it was not really, that one. It was not really that deep like that. So you just asked for because while we were about boarding our flight to move to Toronto, like the the only thing they requested there was my offer letter. I think they just wanted to know if I was a student, if I was truly a student. You get, they wanted to know my status, you know. So I showed them uh my offer letter, and then they signed my ticket, right? Yeah, they signed on my ticket, and I was told to move and board the plane to Toronto. So that was the only. I had a very seamless journey, like stress-free journey. I just give God the glory. Like there was no too much questions at the bottom. But mind you, I really prepared. Like I prepared for this journey. Like I made sure I had every single document with me. Every single document with me. That is the passport, very important. The letter of acceptance, very important, or offer letter, your letter of introduction, your proof of fund, then the address of where you are going to be staying too. If you are staying with a friend, you will let the officer know, oh, you are staying with a friend. Then they'll request for your friend's phone number, you give it to them. The request for your friend's address, you give it to them. Like you just tell them directly. There's no need of hiding anything from them, you know. So yes, so the things you should actually know, when you are getting there, like for those of you that are about to travel now, just make sure you plan ahead, you understand? Just make sure you have your letter of acceptance with you if you're a student, because this video is mostly for international students. So you have your letter of acceptance, you have your tuition deposit with you, and yeah, you're good to go. Letter of introduction, you are good to go. Proof of fund, you are good to go. So once you have everything, and also mind you, put the information about the name of your school in your head. Like even if the name of your school is like something you cannot really pronounce very well, as you are inside the plane, that's, I know you might be really stressed out from the journey of the plane, and when you get to the CBSA officers presence, you are like stressed out and all of that. That one too is there, but like bro, at this point you might be sent back if you're not careful. So you have to prepare very well. Prepare in the sense that the name of your school, have it at the back of your head, so that when they just tell you what is the name, ask you what's the name of the school, you tell them straight and direct, no beating around the bush. You tell them, okay, name of my school is this. Fine. Can I see your tuition receipt? You show them. Fine. Can I see your offer letter? Fine. Then also your program. I wasn't asked, but I've seen cases like that. So they ask you what is the program you are heading to study, and when you're like or you are bringing out your phone to check the program you want to go and study in school, like bro, you should already have that in your head. Like you should know the particular program you want to do. Like nobody even really, okay, I get sometimes you use an agent and all of that, but even if you use an agent, you should actually get this information from the agent, like the name of your school, the province, all those information, get it from your agent, so that you don't mess up at that point, because that is your point of how will I put it now? That is the point where you can I don't know the word to use, but you get what I'm saying. So at that point, anything can happen. Anything can happen. You can either cross into the country or be sent back to your own country, and you won't really want to be sent back on that, how many hours, 20, 22 hours plus, or 18 hours, 16 hours journey back to your home country again, all for what? For nothing, just because you made a little mistake at the port of entry. So please do, please and please, like I really wish you guys a safe journey. And if you've watched this video to this point, like Mo, you are a really good OG. I understand. So like you've really tried for me, so please just ensure to like, share, and also please subscribe to this channel. We can just join my community, so that we can grow together. I'll be giving you guys more update on everything. Also the documents I used to apply for my visa, um I'm gonna make a video about that as well very soon. So you guys should just subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so that whenever I post the video, you'll be notified. So yeah, share this video to someone that needs it. And honestly, honestly speaking, you're good to go. You won't have any problem at the port of entry at all. Because, but like I said, what happened in my case might not happen in your case. So you just have to be prayerful and also be truthful to yourself, right? Don't implicate yourself. Go with the right documents. Go with the entire document. Do not leave anything left out. Travel with it in your hand luggage, and you are good to go. Trust me. So hi, thank you so much, guys, for watching this video to this point. And yeah, I'm gonna be making more vlogs and videos as well. So please do well to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, guys.